Are you sick of feeling stuck? You know what? Maybe you don't even realize that you're stuck. Sometimes in life we don't even see it. It takes somebody to like wake us up and say, "Hey, wake up. You're stuck." You don't even realize that you're stuck. You're supposed to be doing something bigger, better, more amazing. And actually what's happened is you just settled. You settled. You got to a certain point in your life and you settled. You want to know, for me, my wife, she took a picture of me once, and then she showed me this picture, and what I said to her was crazy. Would you like to know what I said to my wife after she took a picture of me? Like, I had my shirt off and she took a picture of me and she brought it over and she's like, "Hey, I took a picture of you," you know? And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm getting old. I'm like over 40 now. And so, see, in the back of my wife's mind, she's like, wow, that's a defeated attitude. What do you think about that attitude, right? It's a defeated spirit. That spirit is a less than attitude. I realize this about myself. It wasn't even that picture that woke me up though. See, I didn't even see that picture till like a couple weeks ago. And I saw it and I was like, whoa, like what? Who is that dude? Like, it was a completely different person. The picture didn't wake me up, but other people started to see it, see? And so sometimes there's signs that are coming your way and you're missing those signs. But see, what got to me is I started feeling sick and tired, see? I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you can realize that I don't have to live this way anymore. You don't have to do it. You can choose the high ground. Like it says, you can be the head and not the tail. I personally got sick of not getting anywhere in life. It was to the point where I was just like, this is complete insanity. Like, I'm getting nowhere. I can look back at my life and it's not getting any better. It's getting worse. This is when the Almighty started to wake me up. Actually, it was a video just like this that woke me up, and it was like, son, you got to start living. I got plans for you. Just wake up. Maybe he's trying to wake you up too. Maybe he's got plans for your life. I believe he has plans for you. But it's time to wake up, to start to walk differently, to start to realize that you've got a hope and a future, and that future is massive, it's bright, and it's amazing, and that the devil has held you down under his foot for far too long. It's time to arise up, and your light has come. It's risen upon you. It's just a vicious cycle. It's just a vicious cycle of the same old enemies coming back to you. When you beat one down and you defeat it and you're praying about it, and that one leaves you, and then another old enemy just comes on back in and takes its place, because like you never really changed. You just keep living the same old vicious cycle. Is this resonating with you? Listen, does this mean anything to you? Are you wanting to accomplish anything in your life? Do you have any hopes, any dreams, any vision, any imagination for your future and where the Almighty is taking you? Can you see it? I want you to see it so clearly that you can touch, taste, and feel it, because that's what it takes to enter in to those promises that you know deep down in your soul are there for you. But you know what? I think that a lot of you listening to this are so beat down and oppressed by the enemy that it's like, there's no hope for me. There's no hope for me. What a hopeless, bitter way to live your life. I'm calling for you to say, you know what? I am not going to accept normal. I'm not going to accept average. I'm not going to accept it. Like when I saw that picture my wife had brought to me, and I said to myself, man, I'm just getting older. This is just what happens. But I'm here to tell you that the Almighty, He woke me up. See, He woke me up and said, son, you don't have to settle if you don't want to settle. And I said to myself, you know what? I don't want to settle. And it's always been in my heart to not settle. And it's always been a dream of mine to help other people accomplish their dreams. One of the things that's deep down inside of me is I believe in you. I believe in my heart. I believe that there's a dream in your mind, and I believe that you want to accomplish that dream. And I believe that sometimes you just need somebody to believe in you. And it's a dream of mine that when you have nobody that believes in you, well, you always know that you have the Almighty to believe in you, but He sends people to do His work on this earth. And it's those people that He puts in your path to speak to you and to believe in you. Listen, does any of this make any sense? Is any of this resonating inside of you to help you, to pull you out from where you're at now, and to help you to imagine and to think about where you need to be? I want to encourage you right now to do this thing, to do this one thing, to start to use your imagination. Your imagination is like a genius inside your mind that's currently it's like locked up, and you got to open the passcode to unlock the genius, your imagination. And that imagination, just let it run wild. Let the Almighty author in your mind and in your heart the things that He wants for your life and the things that you should be doing. You know what comes to mind though? Many of you are not going to want to hear this part, because this is the part where everyone gets lost. It's the part where most people quit and give up, and then they never reach that which they dream and imagine for, see? Because after you start to do this thing, which is act it out and start to go after it, it becomes hard at first. Why does it become so hard at first? Like these vicious cycles of enemies attacking you. Why does it become hard when you want to make a change for the better in your life? Why does it have to get so hard? And the reason that it gets so hard is because you're not used to exercising your imagination and your faith. The old enemies of the past want to come back into your life and say, oh, no, you can't do this. This isn't you. You can't have that. You can't dream this. You can't dream that big. No one in your family's ever accomplished this. That's too much for you. That's too much work. I don't know how to do it. And every single excuse in the book starts to come up in your mind because it's a change. And the human mind does what with change? It hates change. But you know something? That the Almighty loves change. Look at all through His scriptures. He took Gideon, who was a scared man that was just in despair. And it was like, how can this man, Gideon, ever become a man of the Almighty, to follow Him through thick and thin and to fight the battles of Yah? But what did Gideon do? He just believed. He girded up his strength. At first, guess what? It was just a little bit of strength, wasn't it? Listen, all you got to have is a little belief and a little strength at first. I believe in you that if you just have a little faith, a small mustard seed size faith, which is the minimum amount of faith. If he sees you start to act that out, that you put your actions behind your belief, even though it's small, that he's going to use it in your life to produce amazing things. And that as you use that small amount of faith, that you're going to grow in boldness and strength, and you're going to gain more faith, so that the faith that you have it's not just a mustard seed anymore. Now it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger until you can move the mountains that are standing in your way, until nothing will stop you from receiving the dreams that you've imagined and that you believe are yours, and that you believe that the Almighty wants you to have. Oh my goodness, he does not want you to stay stuck, to live as a less than. It says in his word that we're supposed to be the head and not the tail. And I'm so sick of seeing everybody living as the tail, that are his children, begging for the crumbs. This is not your portion. Your portion is to be the king's children and to hold your head up high, because you're royalty in his eyes. You need to see yourself as royalty in your own eyes, and realize that every single day we've got the opportunity to come before the King. What king of the earth is going to let you come before him? But you have the King, the Almighty, right there in your corner fighting for you. So you're not a less than. You have all the power of the universe behind you in the form of the Almighty Yahuwah of the Bible. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the God of the Bible. He's with you. It's not some foreign, mystical, universal God, okay? It's the real, true God in the scriptures that is there for you to fight your battles. And all you got to do is just have that little bit of faith that he can use in your life. Like Gideon, just that little bit, just that little belief. So listen, I love you, but most of all, he loves you. Stay strong.